So, the Game Awards. To those who don't know what that is, then I'm not really going to explain it to you because it's been a couple of years. You might have to catch up a bit, watch season 1. But recently, the Game Awards have announced the nominees for each category, and let's just say for a certain category, there's a bit of a meltdown happening. So for Best Adaptation, we've got 5 nominees, which are a Minecraft movie, Devil May Cry, the anime series, The Last of Us Season 2, Splinter Cell's Death Watch, and Until Dawn. Now, on first glance, you think, cool, these are some nominated productions that have came out recently. Why not? It came out 2024, 2025, I mean, why not? But when you look closer, you'll realize that there's a lack of something. A lack of a blue rat.
I told you, I'm not a rat! I'm a hedgehog!
My apologies there, Sonic. Sonic Movie 3 wasn't nominated in this, which is kind of confusing, and it's kind of causing a bit of an uproar in the Sonic community. Nothing ever gets past them. We're gonna get back on top, but this kind of reminds me of Sonic Frontiers, got nominated for like Player's Choice Award or whatever. Now, Genshin did win, but remember before, Sonic fans are like,
Genshin are cheating, they're using AI bots to cheat. They're cheating, do something, Jeff Keighley, man.
I don't know, it just kind of came back into my brain, I guess. But yeah, Sonic 3 wasn't nominated, and looking at this list, I don't really know why. I've already listed off them, but we're gonna go by one by one. A Minecraft movie. Are you telling me that Sonic 3 couldn't make it over the Minecraft movie? Now, I know a Minecraft movie had a lot of memes come out of it, but should that really warrant it being in the top 5 list like this? The Devil May Cry anime series, no, I've not really watched this myself. I've heard a lot of people talk about it, and I've not really heard many positive things. I've kind of heard a lot of mixed reviews. And to be fair, I say I've not heard about Devil May Cry. I could say the same about a lot of this, but I still think that in all this list that I've not seen, I've only seen one, and I will say that in all of this list of the things I've not seen, I do think that Sonic at least fits in. At least over the Minecraft movie, like, come on, let's be serious. Now, before I get into why I believe this movie didn't get nominated, we gotta look at some tweets. We just have to. There's no way in hell you're left out the Sonic 3 in a list of mid. Battle of mid, I mean, I said I didn't watch all of these, but surely not all of them couldn't have been that bad, or at least that mid. Sonic 3 had the highest Rotten Tomatoes score for a video game movie. You don't have the privilege to ignore it, especially for literal garbage like the Until Dawn movie. Okay, that was funny. I'm looking at the Rotten Tomatoes score of Until Dawn movie. Where the F is Sonic 3? Devil May Cry over Sonic? Minecraft over Sonic? I didn't even know Splinter Cell had a show or movie. Yeah, neither did I. That's why I didn't talk about it. I don't know. I didn't know it existed. Sonic 3. But that's enough of that for now. I want to talk about my reasons why I believe the movie didn't get nominated. Also, I need to fix my bonnet. I just realized it's been messed up for a while. So one of the reasons why it probably didn't get nominated is because they forgot, which I'm pretty sure if they did forget, I'm sure Jeff Keighley would have been more than likely reminded by now that, yo, you kind of forgot a really important movie. Another reason why the movie might not have been nominated is because of an apparent agenda that Jeff Keighley has against Sonic, which again, I don't really believe to be true because a Sonic game is nominated for the Game Awards, and I just think that if he was to have an agenda, then he wouldn't have nominated that either.
Meanwhile,
Sonic, how I hate him.
So then the third reason why I don't think the movie was nominated, because it just wasn't eligible. It already missed the 2024 window, so it couldn't have been nominated in 2024. And then when it comes to 2025, the Game Award is the 2025 Game Awards. It's not the 2024/25 Game Awards, the 2025 Game Awards. Therefore, a movie released in 2024 can't be nominated in 2025. And usually that's why I leave it, job done. This movie didn't come out in 2025, we leave it at that. But I was actually looking at the games that got nominated this year, right? Now, there's this game that came out in 2024, December 9th, called Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. From the reviews, looks like a critically acclaimed game. Deserves this nomination clearly if this is the rank it's gonna get. But that came out in 2024, December 9th, 2024, which means that it also missed the threshold to be nominated in 2024, but was eligible in 2025. So if that was eligible in 2025, and the Sonic movie came out after that, just like a couple of days after that, why wasn't that nominated? That's the question that we have here. And in fans of mine, they're thinking, okay, so if this came out in 2024, they're looking at this and they're probably thinking, okay, 2025, because you look at all of the best adaptation nominations, they all came out in 2025. If Sonic 3 was nominated, that'd be the only adaptation that came out in 2024. That might be why fans thought Jeff Keighley forgot to add Sonic 3, but he also added Indiana Jones, so I just don't know. So that leads to the big question, why was Sonic 3 not nominated? I have no idea. But this kind of leads to a thought that I've had for a while about the Game Awards, or at least the problem that I have with the Game Awards. Aside from the fact that I'm not really watching the Game Awards for the awards. I'm also watching it for the game trailers, the game promos, and the celebrities just, you know, acting like they really don't want to be there. No, but one of the biggest problems I have with the Game Awards is the timing of the Game Awards. The Oscars this year occurred on the 3rd of March, 2025. The Grammys this year occurred on February the 2nd, 2025. However, gaming's prestigious award ceremony starts on the 11th of December. And you're going to have a Game Awards in 2025, talking about all the projects in 2025. And you're having it when 2025 hasn't even finished yet. So things like Sonic 3 and Indiana Jones have to miss out and wait for next year, which is also going to come in December. This game was happening December 11th, but there's been earlier times. 2023 happened on December 7th, 2022 December 8th, 2016 December the 1st. The 1st of December, that's when you want to host a game awards, a game show. If I had it my way, the Game Awards would probably happen in like the February or the March, just like the Oscars. So that projects that are coming out later in the year don't have to worry about missing out on that year's ceremony and have to wait to the next year. They can just focus on this year's ceremony. And then it's going to happen in what, 3 years from now? You have enough time to shortlist. Basically what I'm saying is, in my alternate reality, Sonic 3 would have already had its nomination and would have already had its, I guess, award if it won, or I don't know, comeuppance if it didn't win. I don't know why they picked December of all months to have a Game Awards show, especially when I said before, and there's award shows that come out that they happen after the year's done, so that all the projects that come out the previous year have a chance to be nominated. But I don't know, that's kind of like my little ramble session. Yeah, I guess Sonic 3 just has to miss out. It's a shame, really. And Jeff, you think you're slick with this tweet. I know your game. So that's the end of this video. I just wanted to make a video about the Game Awards in general, and this just kind of came up at the right time because when the Game Awards come out, I'm not really watching it for the, you know, the awards. I'm watching it for the trailers. You know, Sonic Frontiers 2, come out please, thank you. So yeah, that's the end of this video, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Hold on a second, I think Jeff Keighley's trying to tell us something.
To think Sonic fans think their motion pictures worthy of my consideration is pathetic. Let to be known that Sonic the Hedgehog 3 will never grace a single stage I walk upon. If I hear from anybody who utters the name of that film, they'll be executed by the foot of my throne.
Hashtag the Game Awards.
So by any means, if I mysteriously just disappear out of nowhere with no trace of me ever, blame Jeff and arrest on site.